What is up, friends? Welcome back to the frequency, how to breathe. Part 2. As we mentioned in the first video, which you should go watch, breath is all, it's everything. And making these videos, it's pretty difficult because it really goes into ESP, energy work, meditation, perception and awareness, imagination, and wisdom and truth. And like all of this coupled together equals breath. This is why it's so important. So I thought in this video we would just go through the dynamic of the physical breath, how you can breathe more fully, how to breathe, how to fill up, pressurize, and depressurize. And I'm going to give a few analogies so we can understand this more. In the next video, we're going to be talking about the heavy breath and the lesser breath, but before I get ahead of myself, to breathe. The inhale is the pressurization of all things, okay? So when we breathe as the circle and a dot in the center, as the image and the symbol of the sun, because our breath is light, is spiritus, is what is ascending towards the sun state, okay? You gotta have this image in your mind. We are breathing and all expands from the solar plexus, okay? Think about when someone gets hit or the breath goes out of you. What happens? Whew, right? Where does that start? Where does that motion start? The center of our being, the solar plexus, okay? If you find the top of, where the ribs come together, right below that, right between that and the navel is the solar plexus, okay? Right there in the back is where all the central nervous system comes together. A lot goes on there, and in fact, it actually has a lot of neurons like our brain. Essentially, we breathe through here. We pressurize and expand all the way through the glutes, right? The abdomen. We fill up the chest, right? In this expansion, okay? Expansion and pressurization all the way up through the entire head, through the entire toes. We breathe nose to toes, my friends. We breathe with the whole body, okay? So when we breathe, take a very slow inhale, pressurizing, okay? And this, we're going to get into the physical aspects, like the physical qualities and traits of this in a second here, but so expand all from the center, right? Pulling in, imagine like you're pulling up from the ground and down from the cosmos, right? As we expand through like the Merkaba, right? Because there's cosmic energy, there's grounding energy. You are the Merkaba at the center, right? So we expand and pressurize. Breathe through every cell of the body. Breathe through the whole body, okay? So be in a meditative state, a relaxed state, a fluid state where all is open. The channels and pathways are open, okay? Breathe in and then hold it. Hold the pressure. Expand the pressure in your mind, right? Even if you can't inhale anymore, move that pressure with your awareness, right? And your awareness within the body. Move your awareness around the body so you can start filling up cavities in different spaces, okay? So we hold the pressure out. And what's happening here is the intestines are being massaged, all the organs of the body are being massaged, right? And furthermore, if you look at the anatomy of the sinuses, right? The sinuses are insane. These pockets of air that go all over the face, right? And in fact, wrap around the head. There's air pockets that wrap around the head and go down the spine. So when you breathe, this pressurized state, which most people never reach because they're breathing up here, they're breathing in the beta wave, right? Breathing can hit all different frequencies of mind, right? If you breathe correctly. But when you pressurize, you're in fact expanding the sinuses so things can flow. You're opening the airways so oxygen and different properties of the air can feed and nourish the whole body, right? So it's pressurized, this expansive open state, okay? We hold that and we clench the glutes, right? We clench the root and we push all the energy and all the breath down into the lowest, right? And then with our awareness, we bring it up. We make sure that right here, the top of the ribs are also expanded, right? And then we bring, basically you're moving the air and the energy with your mind in this expansive state so you can make sure you're fully opened up. And chances are 100%, if you don't do breath work, you're not breathing fully. This pressurized state, this expands. Your ability to breathe expands as you do more breath work, as you open up more channels, as you release more energetic blocks, right? And it's all through this breathing process. So, and then the exhale. So we're opened up, we're pressurized, we're compressed, right? And we're expansive. The exhale is very slow, okay? And don't be worried about the nose or the mouth yet. I'm going to get into this in a second. But the exhale, what you need to imagine is you need to go to the cord at the center, right? The staff of Hermes, the iron rod of the exalted one. What is this? This is your spine, okay? What we must do is basically feel the spine. Feel the back, right? We can decode the Egyptian Book of the Dead and how it always is referring to the spine and the back. And basically, you put your awareness there, right? Behind everything. And you allow that to move 100%. Everything else, right? You keep that straight. It's the straight and narrow path, right? And you keep this straight. And you allow everything else to move. Everything else you can feel. You allow all that you can feel in your perceptive, like in your awareness, to move and release equally, okay? Here's the key. So as you're getting deeper and deeper into this, is breathing in, pressurizing, holding from the root and holding, basically putting your tongue against the roof of your mouth or further back in your mouth and blocking the air out, right? So we're holding here, we're holding the root, we're pressurizing everything, and we slowly release, okay? When we release, it all needs to be released at once, evenly, just like how we breathe, okay? And this is getting a little bit into the next level of breath and awareness, and that's the extrasensory. But basically, when we breathe in, we want to imagine and, in fact, feel that we are breathing through each cell of the body equally, okay? Equally. And then when we exhale, we are exhaling through all the cells of the body equally. Like the whole circle is pulsing energy in, pulsing energy out, just like how the sun works, right? And eventually we want to bring this into one breath that is constant, where energy is coming in and energy is going out equally at the same time, making the outside like the inside and the inside like the outside, the two into one, creating a two-way flow and Merkaba activation. That's getting very advanced, so we're going to get into this. But basically, on that exhale, we need to allow things to move, okay? And this gets into, I don't know if I want to hit this here. Fuck it. Basically, we need to keep awareness and a pure perceptive state. This comes through meditation. This comes through being in a very passive, surrendering state, right? Where we can, in fact, subtly feel the fields around us and within us, right? And essentially, when we exhale, we are focused on the spine. We're focused on the back, right? And allowing energy to move and rip through there, right? While allowing all else to move, shift, change, metamorphosize, right? This is how you can transmute all energies inside and outside, is essentially pulling pure energy in, right? And then allowing it to swirl and mix with the waters below, right? The Aquarius, the water bearer, right? Pouring the waters to mix it down below is essentially cosmic energy coming into your fields of water, right? It's all planes of water in this firmament. And on that exhale, allowing everything, right, to start mixing and moving, right? Keeping the spine and that alignment straight. And if you can hear me, keep going with this. This takes you to many places. If you're still in the physical and just working on the meditation and awareness of breath, right? Just focus on breathing and seeing what you feel, right? And this takes you down a path, right? Where you expand your perception, your awareness, and release more energetic blocks, right? Reactivate DNA so you can start feeling and becoming aware of many things inside and outside as your breath and awareness expands. So this little technique, I'm going to give a recap real quick because I know I threw a lot in there, but breathing in, pressurizing head to toe, right? Holding the tongue, so basically like right between the throat chakra and the third eye chakra right here, right? We're not letting anything escape, and we're holding the root, right? And we're pressurizing everything inside of that so we can equalize, right? This is the, if you look at a neuron, the action potential, right? The neuron polarizes itself against other, right? So that it can have the action potential, the synapse, the spark of one neuron to the next happens when it equalizes with other. This is the same thing as breath. As above, so below. The micro and the macro, it's the same. Okay? So inhale, pressurizing, holding, right? Equalizing, moving your awareness with your mind up and down, making sure everything's expansive and full. And then a slow exhale, bringing your focus back to the core, back to the center, back to your center at the solar plexus, right? And allowing all things to move out from there. It's a crazy thing that this is very hard to communicate. But if you do this correctly, all of a sudden you're going to feel like fields moving and exiting from like all of your cells and moving around your head, right? Make sure your mind is released. Make sure all these muscles all over the body, especially in the head, right, are relaxed so that energy and breath can pass through it. This is key. So polarizing, creating the action potentials, the in-breath, right? The sphere of the sun, pulsing, right? Getting all that energy into it. Allowing the waters to mix on the exhale and allowing all things to release equally. So some keys. Inhale fully, feeling all in a relaxed meditative state. Pressurize and move your awareness up and down. Exhale slowly, very slowly, right? It's almost like a push and a pull that becomes one slowly as you keep going deeper and deeper. All of a sudden your exhale becomes minutes long. Your inhale, right? So very slowly where you cannot hear it. It becomes one. This is merging with the cosmic essence, the universal all. This is equalizing self and other, and this is the keys to ascension in frequency, ascension in mind, ascension in awareness, expansion of consciousness. This is everything. This is how you transmute, this is how you heal. So that's more of a physical image of it. We're going to get into the lesser breath, the heavy breath, ESP, and other things in part 3 coming up soon. Let me see if... Yep, I think that I could get into so much, but I think the rest is going to be in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to connect on breathwork, on breathing, on ESP and this kind of stuff, please leave a comment or shoot me an email. I also do Skype sessions. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys next time.